Good evening everyone and welcome to Stage Spotlight, the show where we celebrate the biggest musicals, the best theatre moments, and the songs that make the stage come alive. And tonight, we're taking you back in time, back to the streets of London, where the nights are cold, the streets are busy, and the people are struggling to survive. That's right, tonight is our Oliver Musical Special! One of the most iconic British musicals of all time, packed with unforgettable songs, dramatic scenes, and characters you'll never forget. And if you've never seen Oliver before, don't worry. We're about to take you through the story and play some of the show's biggest songs. So grab a drink, settle in, and prepare to travel into the world of workhouses, pickpockets, and big London dreams. Let's start off with a song that sets the scene perfectly. A song that tells you exactly what life is like for the boys in the workhouses.
Is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is cruel. Every day we say our prayer. Will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old gruel. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we fight? Can we beg? Can we borrow or cash? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine food, glorious food. Hot sausage and mustard, warm food, cold jelly and custard, peas, pudding and saveloys. What next is the question? Rich gentlemen have it, boys, indigestion. Food, glorious food. We're anxious to try it. Free banquets a day, our favourite diet. Just picture a great big steak, fried, roasted or stewed. All food, wonderful food, marvellous food, glorious food. Food, glorious food. Horses, they're all handsome. Not swallowed or chewed, still worth the king's ransom. What is it we dream about? What brings on a sigh? Rum, peaches and cream about 6 feet high. Food, glorious food, eat right from the menu. Just loosen your belts, 2 inches and then you work up a new appetite. In this interlude, then food, once again food, fabulous food, glorious food. Food, glorious food, don't care what it looks like. Burnt, underdone, crude, don't care what the cook's like. Just thinking of growing fat, our senses go reeling. One moment of knowing that, thought of feeling. Food, glorious food, what if for that at all matters? If for why should we be fated to do nothing but brood on food? Magical food, wonderful food, marvellous food, fabulous food, beautiful food, glorious food.
That was Food, honestly one of the most famous opening numbers in musical theatre. And it's kind of funny, but also sad at the same time, because the boys are literally singing about food like it's a dream, which shows how tough life is in the workhouse. And of course, this is where we meet Oliver Twist, the boy at the centre of the story. A boy who is innocent, brave, and honestly has the worst luck ever. And it's at this point where Oliver makes one decision that changes his life forever. He asks for more. Bold move, dangerous move, and definitely not a popular move. And that leads into our next song, where we see the adults in charge of the workhouse complaining about Oliver like he's committed the biggest crime in history.
For what you are about to receive, may the Lord make you truly thankful.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Please, sir, I want some more.
Catch him! Snatch him!
Hold him!
Stone him!
Pounce him, trounce him, pick him up and bounce him!
Before we put the lad to toss, may I be so curious as to ask his name?
Oliver! Oliver!
Never before has a boy wanted more.
Oliver! Oliver! Won't ask for more when he knows what's in store.
There's a dark, thin, winding stairway without any banister, which will throw him down and feed him on cockroaches served in a canister.
Oliver! Oliver!
What will he do when he's turned black and blue? He will curse the day somebody named him
Oliver!
Oliver. Oliver. Never before has a boy wanted more.
Oliver! Oliver! Won't ask for more when he knows what's in store.
The sooty chimney, long overdue for a sweeping out, which will push him up, and one day next year with the rats he'll be creeping out.
Oliver! Oliver! What will he do in this terrible stew? He will rue the day somebody named him Oliver!
Oliver, Oliver, never before has a boy asked for more. Oliver, Oliver,
Raise some decorum, restore, I implore. Let us face this case. It's unprecedented, quite utterly. He's disgraced this place.
And encouraging others to wallow in gluttony.
Oliver, Oliver, lock him in jail and then put him on sale for the highest bid. Let him be rid of the hero.
That was Oliver. And honestly, the way the panic is hilarious. They act like he's asked to take over the whole building. All he did was ask for another serving of watery soup. But this is what makes the show so good. It mixes humour with real struggle. And because Oliver causes trouble, the workhouse decides to get rid of him. They send him away to work for an undertaker, because apparently that's a normal job for a child. And that's where we meet one of the most iconic villains of the show, Bill Sikes. A man who is feared by everyone. Even his dog is scared of him. But before we get to that dark side of the show, we have to talk about another key part of Oliver, the streets of London. Because Oliver eventually escapes and ends up in the city. And this next song is one of the biggest and most exciting numbers in the whole show.
where she may hide. Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can mean something to? Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can mean something to?
That was Where Is Love, and honestly, it never fails to hit. It's such a powerful song because Oliver is still hopeful, even though his life is awful. And it really shows how innocent he is. He's not bitter, he just wants someone to care about him. Now, after Oliver arrives in London, he meets one of the most famous characters in the show, the Artful Dodger. Smooth talker, quick thinker, and honestly the king of confidence. He basically sees Oliver and instantly decides, yep, you're joining my crew. And this next song is basically the Dodger's way of saying, welcome to London, kid.
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We take it to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got to share. If it's a chance to be, we should see some other days. Empty lot of days. Why grouse? Always a chance we'll meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. Far after some consideration we can state. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got, we share. Nobody tries to be la-di-da or uppity. There's a cup of tea for all. Only it's wise to be anywhere for rolling thing when the landlord comes to call. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. Far after some consideration we can state. Consider yourself, yes, one of us. Consider yourself at home. What love must be we taken to you so strong. Line up. Consider yourself winning. Oi, sit up. There isn't a lot to spare. If it's a chance to leave, we should see some other days. Empty lot of days, boy pals. Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration we can stay. Consider yourself one of
That song is so iconic. It's one of those songs where you can literally picture the choreography. And if you've ever watched a school production of Oliver, you already know everyone tries to do the same Dodger walk. The song is basically about welcoming Oliver to the gang, because Dodger introduces him to Fagin, the leader of the Pickpocket Boys. Now Fagin is such an interesting character because he is funny but also dangerous. He acts like he cares about the boys, but he's using them, and his big song is coming up next.
You see, Oliver, in this life, one thing counts in the bank, large amounts. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. You've got to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
Large amounts don't grow on trees. You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Let's show Oliver how it's done, shall we, my dears? Why should we break our backs stupidly paying tax? Better get some untaxed income. Better pick a pocket or two. You've gotta pick a pocket or two, boys. You've gotta pick a pocket or two.
Why should we all break our backs? Better pick a pocket or two.
Who says crime doesn't pay? Robin Hood, what a crook, gave away what he took. Charity's fine, subscribe to mine. Get out and pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two.
Robin Hood was far too good. He had to pick a pocket or two.
Take a tip from Bill Sykes. He can whip what he likes. I recall he started small. He had to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two, boys. Gotta pick a pocket or two.
We can be like old Bill Sykes if we pick a pocket or two.
Jump, thief!
That was You've Got to Pick a Pocket or Two. Fagin really said crime is a career path, and the boys are just like, okay boss. Honestly, the whole thing is so wrong, but the song is so catchy. Now we're about halfway through the show, so it's time for a very quick break. But don't go anywhere. Go grab a snack maybe, but don't pickpocket anybody on the way. We'll be right back after this. Bletchley Radio. We aim to go live as many times as we can throughout the week, and we hope that you will listen round. If you wish to catch up on any of our shows, it will be on YouTube. There are loads of events happening in and around Milton Keynes. To find out more, please visit your local council website or look at local places in Milton Keynes. Welcome back to the stage spotlights, our Oliver special. We've met Oliver, the Dodger, and Fagin, but now it's time for one of the most famous characters in the whole show, Nancy. Nancy is one of the strongest characters in musical theatre history because she's stuck in a terrible situation, but she still has kindness in her heart. And she's connected to Bill Sikes, who is one of the most dangerous men in the story. Nancy's songs are emotional, powerful and honestly unforgettable, so next we're playing one of her biggest moments, which is As Long As He Needs Me.
As long as he needs me, oh yes he does need me, in spite of what you see, I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on the way I feel inside, the love I have to hide, the hell I've got, my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should, he acts the way he thinks he should, but all the same I'll play this game. As long as he needs me, I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long as he needs me.
That song, wow, it's heartbreaking because you can hear how trapped she feels. She knows Bill is cruel, but she still thinks she can't have him, and it's one of those things that always make the audience silent. Now, Oliver's story continues and things begin to get complicated, because Oliver is caught in the middle of the criminal world, but he's still a good man. And that's why the next song is so important, because it shows how Oliver still dreams of something better. Now things start to go wrong for the gang. Oliver is forced into a robbery, and this is where the show becomes much darker, because Bill Sikes is involved, and once Bill Sikes appears, everything gets 10 times more dangerous.
Strong men tremble when they hear it. They've got cause enough to fear it. It's much blacker than they smear it. Nobody mentions my name. Rich men hold their £5 notes out. Saves me emptying their coats out. They know I could tear their throats out just to live up to my name. With me Jimmy in me hand, Let me see the man who dares stop me taking what I may. He can start to say his prayers. Biceps like an iron girder, fit for doing of a murder. If I just so much as heard a bloke even whisper my name, Bill Sykes. Some toff slumming with his belly bumped into me in the alley. Now his eyes will never tally, he'd never heard of my name. One bloke used to boast to claim he could take my name in vain. Poor bloke, shame he was so green, never was he seen again. What's bad? What's the good of turning in hell? Are we never burning? Meanwhile, think of what I'm earning, all on account of my name. What is it?
That song always gives villain energy. It really does. It's basically Bill Sykes announcing himself like a warning, and Nancy's fear becomes more clear, because she cares about Oliver and wants to protect him. But she's trapped. Now, as the show reaches its final parts, we see more emotion from the characters, and one of the most famous songs from Oliver is coming up. It's hopeful, emotional, and unforgettable. This song is Who Will Buy?
Roses, two blooms for a penny. Who will buy my sweet red roses, two blooms for a penny? Will you buy any milk today, mistress? Any milk today, mistress? Will you buy my sweet red roses? Any milk today, mistress? Two blooms for a penny. Strawberries ripe, strawberries ripe. Any milk today, mistress? Buy my sweet red ripe, strawberries ripe. Any milk
Nice to try.
will buy. Will buy my sweet red roses.
Nice to try.
Will buy my sweet red roses.
Who will buy?
Will buy this wonderful morning, such a sky you never did see? Who will buy my sweet red roses? Who will tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me? Strawberries ripe, so I could see it at my leisure whenever things go wrong, and I would keep it as a treasure to last my whole life long. Who will buy this most wonderful feeling. I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Strawberries, me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will abide.
That song is just so beautiful. It really captures London life, the atmosphere, and the sadness behind it. As we head towards the end of the story, we see Nancy make a decision that changes everything. She decides to help Oliver, even though she knows it could cost her life. And that's what makes her character unforgettable. Now we're heading into the final stretch of our show, which means we need one final song that brings the energy back up, because Oliver may be dark, but it's also full of hope.
A man's got a heart, hasn't he? Choking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. Can a fella be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulation. Better settle down and get myself a wife. And a wife would cook and sew for me, and come for me, and go for me, and go for me, and nag at me. The finger she will wag at me, the money she will take from me, the misery she'll make from me. I think I'd better think it out again.
That song is brilliant. It's like Fagin trying to convince himself he's not a bad person while actively being a bad person. Classic. Now we're nearly at the end of our Oliver special. And if you've listened through the whole hour, you've basically experienced the story of Oliver in musical form. From the workhouse, to London, to the criminal gang, to the emotional ending. And now we're finishing with one of the most joyful songs in the show. And that is I'd Do Anything.
So, how's it go then, Dodger? It's all bowing and hats off.
And don't let your pets go down in the mud, my darling.
Could the owl go last?
No, I'll go last.
Yes, if you insist.
I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything for you, mean everything to me. I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile. Anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I'd see.
Would you climb a hill?
Anything.
Wear a daffodil?
Anything.
Leave me all your will?
Anything.
Even fight my bill?
What? Fisticuffs? I'd risk everything for one kiss. Everything. Yes, I'd do anything.
Anything?
Anything for you.
Here now, Oliver, you just copy Dodger and I'll help you out with the words, alright? So it's I'd do anything.
I'd do anything
For you, dear.
for you, dear. Anything
For you,
for
me.
you mean everything to me.
Lovely.
I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile. Anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I'd see. Would you lace my shoe? Anything. Paint your face bright blue. Anything. Catch kangaroo. Anything. Go to Timbuktu. And back again. I'd risk everything
That song is just pure fun. It's one of those songs that gets stuck in your head for days. And it's such a good way to remind you that Oliver isn't just sadness, it's entertainment, comedy and hope. Now we have one last song to close our Oliver special properly. A final big number to end the hour. And honestly, it's the perfect goodbye. And that brings us to the end of our Oliver musical special, a show full of unforgettable characters, legendary songs, and a story that still hits hard today. And if you haven't watched Oliver before, you really should. It's one of the most iconic British musicals ever. I've been Hayden, and thank you for joining us on the Stage Spotlight on Bletchley Radio. We'll be back soon with a Matilda the Musical special. Until then, stay safe, stay dramatic, and keep supporting theatre!